one. Let's turn this off. Okay. Ready to go. Aloha, everyone. And let's make sure we're up and running. Okay. Good. Hi, everyone. Let me turn up a hair. That looks good. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Beginner live jam. First beginner live jam of the year. Okay. Let me know if everything's going okay. Oh, great. Yes, and if anyone is not seeing stuff, let them know to refresh. That always helps. Let's welcome some folks. We have Cecilia, newbie, welcome. Chipper, welcome. Is there a beginner jam? Just play the chords, yeah. Holly, welcome. Linda, yay, great to see you here. Linda's been playing a while, but it's fun to come back to these songs, right? It's been a while since I've played these songs myself. Lavon, first jam from Chesapeake Bay, welcome. Edgar, welcome. Amy from Florida. Mark from Texas, may have to cut out early, no worries. And you can always watch this later, it's recorded. Mercedes from PDX, that's Portland, is that right? Awesome. Donald from Albuquerque. Kim from Gardena. That's awesome, Kim. Our show is in your backyard. How cool is that? Brooke, yay! Brooke from Rochester. Brooke is new, but also submitted a video to our open mic patron giveaway. So, don't be scared to do that, everybody. Please check that out. Check Patreon for that post. I'm giving away a nice Ohana pineapple ukulele, and it's worth a try. Put yourself out there. You can play one of these songs, yeah? And, all right, Doug from San Leandro, excellent. Sue from Denver. Chris from LA, awesome. And Chris, I think we'll see you at the LA Uke Showcase, yeah? Susan from Chicago. John S. Lisa from Australia. Candy from the sunny slopes in Tahoe. Wow, good for you. A lot of powder right now. Monica, great to see you. Pam. Okay. Polly from BK. Oh my gosh, you and your sister on at the same time. How cool is that? Sheila from St. Paul. Annette from Glendale. And Christine. Okay. Yeah, Christine said, so nice to see your videos and put names with faces. That's a lot of why I like it. It's one thing for, me to play to you all and see you all chatting, but it's helpful for me to actually see videos of you all playing, so I have an idea of what I'm working with here. Versus, having my students in class or even in a big workshop, I can see what people are working on. And here, I am going off your chat feedback, but also, what I know of the players who are on the chat. And it started last year with our 100 Days of Ukulele Songs project. When a lot of patrons started posting videos, I just got so much more information about the people that I was teaching online. And so I encourage you to submit something for the open mic giveaway. Some other prizes. I'm giving away CD collector packages of my records, my discography. I have a 6-week class coming up That's going to start at the end of the month, and I'm going to give away some tickets. I guess you call it tickets, but basically seats in that class for online, and also some Ukulele Magazine subscriptions. It'll be cool. Arena from New York, hello. And I think Arena hosted the New York Uke Squad recently, right? That's super cool. Thanks for doing that. Anna in snowy Alaska. A very snowy Alaska. I think, how many days a year does it snow in Alaska? That'd be interesting to know. Carol from Billings. Jill, hello. Bonnie. Xiao. Hi, Xiao. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay. And Heidi, welcome. Holly's asking, can I talk about the 6-week online class? It starts January 29th. Yeah, I'm still getting the sign up going. Can anyone sign up? I'll make it open to everyone. I mean, I think I can make it open to all patrons, especially now that I think pretty much every patron has seen what a live lesson looks like, because there are a number of live lessons available to all patrons. My 6-week class is essentially a 1-hour song workshop, 6 weeks in a row, and I bring a new song every week and try to tackle some different kinds of strumming and picking techniques week to week. And my goal in this class is to get the in-person class to record a video, but I'm hopefully gonna also do a bit of an open mic with that class, because I think that's really fun. Mochi is over here. Hi, Moch. Mochi. Okay. That's my cat, everybody, in case you didn't know. Okay, so I'll post information about that soon. It'll be Tuesday nights, 6:30 to 7:45 Pacific time. Sorry, that might be late for a lot of you, but the good thing about taking it online is that you can watch it anytime. We'll record and archive each session, yeah? All right, welcome everyone. Hopefully you have your beginner songbook. Yeah, your Ukulele 101 songbook. We'll run through those songs. I see Lisa with a new Cocobolo. Wow. And Lisa Marie, who is hate choosing a name. Christina, who loves mochi. John said, I tried to upload a vid for the open mic, but I don't see an add video button to the right. You have to make sure to use the link that I sent in the Patreon post, because there's a special link that's a collaborative link. If you just go to the playlist and are just looking at other people's videos, it is not the collaborative playlist link. So try going back to the Patreon post and using that link. And I think it shouldn't give you problems then, but if it still does, then you could share it with one of our Patreon community managers and they can help add it for you. Or, anyone else who's already added a video, they can probably help you add it, yeah? And hopefully you're on the Facebook group. That's where you'll get the most help, yeah? Okay, let's start with Three Little Birds. Why not, yeah? Okay. So, most of you might know I teach this as the very first song. Let's play it in that super simple way, just single down strums, and then I'll give you a variation for how to play it, yeah? All right, just single down strums on the chord for Three Little Birds, and just sing it as you play it on the C. Don't worry about a thing, F, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing and don't worry about a thing to the F, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Okay, that's the super simple way. If you are a super beginner, you can stick with that through this entire jam. And through any song that you find online that you want to play, stick with learning some chords. The better you get the chords under your fingers, the less you have to look at your music, and the more you can kind of concentrate on finding the flow of the song. Now, the single strum in the right hand is the most basic. You could do 4 strums per chord. 2, 3, about a thing, right? And then for those of you who've been playing a while, you could do a backbeat strum where you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't worry about a thing. Okay? So let's try that for a second on the C, right? The backbeat strum. I need to make another tutorial about this because everybody has questions. So you're going to play heavier on the backbeat, the second beat. So the first beat that we count is called the down beat. So we go 1 regular strum, and then on the and you play heavier. And I like to say, you're not trying to hit the strings harder, you're just trying to maybe push down on the strings harder. Yep. So that's the way I teach strumming, is that you put your finger on the top string, put it against the fretboard, and then push down. Okay, so push down the fretboard so that you're not, I see some people, they strike their strings, right? And then it becomes a little harsh and you can't get as much control. So think about pushing. Right, small strum, and then heavy. Okay, so let's just try to do that on the backbeat count. We'll go 1 and 2 and then try to be heavier on the and. Ready? We'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for all levels, this is something that you can work on, just building that control. For those who are more advanced, to see if you can really control it where the 1 is super light and the and is super controlled, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and another, well, again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's try that on Three Little Birds. If you're more of a newbie, you can just do down strums. Yeah, you could do them pretty much even if you want. Yeah, and then if you are super advanced, intermediate, you can do a more reggae strum. You can mute on the 1. Okay. And so that means that you touch your strings lightly to make them, to deaden the sound. So that's your 1 and 2 and then you have to let go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But that's for more intermediate players. I don't want to go over that too much here. Let's try it through. And if you guys are really interested in seeing more about that muting, then we can talk about that, or maybe we'll apply that to the next song. How about that? Okay. All right, here we go. Back through Three Little Birds. We'll go, let's just start on the C to get the backbeat pattern. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on the C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Let's sing in here. Don't worry, 2, 3, about a thing, 2, 3, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all C, right? 2, 3, singing, don't worry about a thing, 2, about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. See if you can look away from your music, then sing and don't worry about a thing. What chord is coming next? 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. And we'll end here with the finishing strum, just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Alrighty. Also, if you could tell me, there's 57 people logged on right now. Chat in if you are a super beginner. Just so that, you know, I get an idea of how many people are super beginners, or if you feel like you still want super beginner help. I have a plan to start up a smaller Facebook group for just beginners. Because sometimes, like, the bigger group, there's so many topics, and it might feel, you know, intimidating to ask a newbie question, although it's perfectly fine to ask a newbie question there. There's lots of people who want to help. But if we create a small beginner group, let me know if you'd be interested in joining too. Then you have, you know, more of a cohort who's at the same level that you are, you know? Cool. Yes, good advice, Carol. Carol saying hang in there, right? That anybody who feels like that was too fast for them, then just hang in there and consider that you can rewatch this video. You can also rewatch my first lesson tutorial until it gets comfortable, and that it will take time. It takes everybody a different amount of time to get comfortable. Okay, but I also have a range of people on this jam, and I want to make sure that everybody gets to play at the level that they're comfortable with. Okay? Yeah. Linda's saying we've all been there. Linda started with me, what year was it now? Is it 2016, Linda? That you were part of the cohort that started all together? We had a big class of beginners who all started, and it was so fun that they went through several series of classes all together, my 6-week series here in San Francisco. And I think it was so great for everyone to just be together and move through the lessons together. They had each other. So yeah, that's what I want to do with this new beginner group. Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, the backbeat strum is hard for a lot of people. Because it's a rhythm thing. It's not. Part of it is technique, is control, but building rhythm. What I discovered in teaching beginners is that building rhythm is a fundamental musical skill that is, you know, more universal than learning chords or learning strums. If you can learn rhythm, that's going to help you with any instrument, with dancing, with life, just kind of like finding the flow of life. So I try to instill rhythm as a beginner skill. Yep. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Chipper already loves everybody. That's awesome. Okay, Holly's asking for another demonstration of the backbeat. Okay, let's move on to I'm Yours, and we'll do a little bit more with the backbeat strum. So let's go first to the chorus of I'm Yours. So let's just do chords first. One chord, C. No, I won't hesitate. Now you go to the G. Tate no more. No, A minor. More. It cannot. F. Wait. I'm yours. And you end with a C. So if you are a super beginner and at any time this rhythm stuff frustrates you, just go back to the single strum. You know, you can just wait there and until you can pick up again with everybody else. Yep. Okay. So this chorus is very much on the beat, which can help with the backbeat strum. So let's first, on the chorus, just play on the counts, right? If we were to just play 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now let's try that moving through the pattern. C, we'll go 1, 2, 3 to the G, 4, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 beats per measure, 4 strums that match those 4 beats. So let's try that with the chorus, and you can again simplify this if you need to, but see if you can just maybe count with it if you can't sing with it yet. Ready? All right, we'll go 2, 3, 4. So I won't hesitate. You hear how it's right on the word? Okay, let's try that again. 2, 3, 4. So I won't hesitate. G, take no more. No, A minor, more. It cannot. F, wait. I'm yours. Okay? So I'm using this section of the song because it lands right on the downbeat. Not every song works this way. This song is good for teaching for that reason. This part of the chorus, okay? So because the word lands on the downbeat, when we go to the backbeat, then you're going to play that in the spaces where you're not singing. So it's going to sound like this. So I won't hesitate no more. You feel that? That you are lighter now on the word, and then you're heavier on the space in between, which is the backbeat. Okay? So let's first try just the strumming of the backbeat through this chorus. Ready? C, 2, 3. We'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now the G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A minor. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. F. 1 and 2 and 3. Let's try that one more time. To the C. And 2 and 3 and 4. And the G. And 2 and 3 and 4. And A minor. 2, 3. Sorry. 4. And the F. And 2 and 3 and 4. And. Okay. See, I got thrown off on the counting too. Counting and playing at the same time is a challenging skill. Something to work on. Okay, so now let's add the singing. And again, if it throws you off, then just simplify. You can go back to just the downbeats. You can go back to single strum. Yeah. And then join us when you can. I also like to say, fake it till you make it. Just sing and be happy and it will come. Just practice and it will come. Okay, here we go. All right, so we'll go. You can air strum in here. 1 and 2 and 3 and try it 4. And I won't hesitate no more. No, A minor, more. It cannot. F, wait. I'm yours. Okay? Let's try one more time, just like that. And then, yeah, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. We'll try to apply it to the verse after we do it one more chorus. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I won't hesitate no more. No A minor more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Okay? You can keep going. G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, F. Okay, let's go from the top. This is what's gonna sound like. Well, you done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and I'm trying to get back before the cool done run out. I'll be giving it my best, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some chorus, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Okay, we're at the break now. G, A minor, and the F. Let's go to verse 2. Yeah, here we go. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. Oh, sorry, I messed up. Right there on the listen to the music. 2, 3, 4. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, loved, loved. Love D, loved. Oh, that crazy chord D. Okay, I like to give this tip on D. Some people are like, oh, my fingers won't fit in here. So you could just use one finger to cover it all, but then that's really hard because you have to lift up. So what you can do is use one finger to cover 2 strings, yeah, and then use the middle finger to cover that last string. That could help you with the D, yeah? Cool. Hi, Brianna. Brianna says, I love our community. I know, it's so fun. Okay, now let's go to the second page. So back to the chorus. So remember the chorus is 1 and 2 and you're singing on the counts, yeah? Okay, hopefully everyone's hanging in there. And for those who are more advanced, try the more reggae strum with the mute. Right? I won't hesitate. You're muting on the count, okay? But everybody else, and I'm gonna play the backbeat strum too, right on the chorus on the second page. Oh, 1, 2, 3. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Okay, we're at the second break. Yeah, I see Mochi moving around back here. Alright, here we go to verse 3. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer, but my breath fogged up the glass and I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I'd be saying is so I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Pick it up. Oh, well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find the sky is yours. So please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need to complicate, 'cause our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours to the D.O. Okay. Great. Yeah. So for our super beginners, just keep taking it at your pace. I wrote in the post, in case you didn't get a chance to read it, that what is a jam? A jam is about people coming together to play some songs, but everyone is at a different level, and the important thing about a jam is that you learn to jam at your level. It essentially means that if you're more of a beginner, learn how to join a jam and still feel like you can play and sing and be a part of it, even if you can't play what everybody else is playing. And this is the beginner jam. These songs only have 3 or 4 chords each, so there are things that you can focus on, and this builds up the skills so that when you join other jams where there are songs with lots of chords or lots of various techniques, you can just still figure out, okay, well, I can at least just focus on learning one new chord. I'll just play it once when it comes by, when I can do it. And as you become more advanced, some of the players can say, okay, well, I'm going to vary up the strum. I'm going to see if I can add extra rhythm to this strum, or I'm going to play an inversion of the chord, or I'm going to mute sometimes, or I'm going to add a chuck. There are ways to make it more interesting for yourself, but there are also ways to simplify it depending on your level. Yep. Okay, Donna was asking, would you demonstrate how to do the mute version? Sure. So let's say if you're on the C, in order to mute, you need to take, I would use 2 fingers and I would drop them onto the strings, lightly touching the strings, and release the ring finger, and then you'll just strum the strings and you hear how they're muted, right? So you're alternating, right, between the mute and then you're pressing down on your C. And then you mute, and then you press down on the C. And then you mute, and then you press down on the C. So you have to build up the control in the left hand, yeah, to be able to alternate that, right? Then you move to other chords, and you have to learn how to mute on each different chord. So you mute, like on a G chord, you'll probably need to lay down your pinky to mute, and then you strum. On the G, you can use your thumb to mute this top string if you want, yeah? I don't like it as much as using the pinky. This gives you more flexibility and keeps your wrist more open, But do what you need to do. Fake it till you make it. And then A minor. And then F. It takes a long time to learn this skill. It's not a beginner level skill, but I'm showing you here so you have something to aspire to. How about that? Okay. Great. Let's go to Don't Worry, Be Happy. Let's just make our way through, yeah? Okay. And if there's anything that anyone specifically wants to play, we can do that too. Okay. Yeah, Doug is saying if you mute, then it'll be quieter in the house. That's good. Okay. So I think let's not focus too much on the swing strum today on Don't Worry, Be Happy. Let's just try to play it with the backbeat strum. It can be reggae, Don't Worry, Be Happy. If you want to play Don't Worry, Be Happy with the reggae strum. Otherwise, try it with the backbeat strum, or if you already know the swing strum. The swing strum is essentially the backbeat strum with an up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Actually, let me just show you that really quick, right? If you're going to do the backbeat strum on C, you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So then the swing strum is when you add an up, right, after the backbeat, and it fits in the same amount of time. So you're going 1 and 2 and. For the swing strum, you're going 1 and a 2 and a. So you're going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. I have found that a lot of people struggle with this as beginners, but I mostly use it in my beginner classes as a tool for learning the island strum. A lot of people then say that the island strum is easier for whatever reason, but this is a skill that you can focus on that's more targeted than the island strum. Yep. Okay, so let's try this. Don't Worry, Be Happy. C, right? D minor, F, and then back to C. Let's try it backbeat strum first, okay? So just 1 and 2 and on the C, 3 and ready and 1 and. This is C. Don't Worry, Be Happy. D minor, go 1 and 2 and 3 and to the F, go 1 and 2 and 3 back to C and 1 and 2 and 3 and just do down strums if you want again. C, D minor. To see. Okay, we'll add the swing this time, and again, feel free to ignore it, but I would say even for my more intermediate players, this is something that you can work on, making that up strum clean, going back into the down strum on time, okay? We'll go a little slower. We'll go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and actually let's do that. Let's do it muted. So left hand, touch your strings lightly, right? This is a good way to practice strums without worrying about the chords. 1 and right? Down, down, up. Okay, let's try that in time. 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, now let's try that on the chords. Ready? C, 2, 3 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 to the D minor and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 to the F and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 to the C and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, let's play through the song just because let's keep jamming. You can always come back and watch this later and take it to backbeat strums, single strums, or just downbeat strums to keep it at the level that's comfortable and fun for you. Okay, ready from the top. 1, 2, 3, and the C. D minor. And the F. And the 2, and the 3, and the 4. Back to C. And the 2, and the 3. And let's sing it here. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, go back beat strum. Like, don't worry. Be happy. Okay, keep going with that. I'm going to do the muting strum. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no girl to make you smile. Don't worry, be happy. But when you worry, your face will frown, and that would keep everybody down. Don't worry, I'm making up words here. Be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Chorus. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Okay, let's finish like that. Okay, it's fun to go back to basics, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, more, you know, patrons who have played many beginner live jams, let me know what you think, right? In terms of going back to basics, what kind of questions you might still have about basics. I probably haven't played through these songs since my last beginner workshop, which was September. And I always find it helpful to go back to these basics because even as I'm practicing more, you know, advanced jazz chords and technique, there's still a lot of these principles that I apply when I practice in terms of slowing down, in terms of breaking down the strum into the down and the up and counting it out so that I can be very clear on what the sound, what the rhythm and sound is, and being very specific about it, you know. Yeah, just the more specific your rhythm is, the better overall musician you will be, you know? Okay, cool. I haven't seen comments from people, so hopefully you're all still with me, yeah? My internet is being a little funky here. Okay, let's do our island strum because I like to promote it as your most versatile ukulele strum. Yeah. Okay, so let's mute our strings and just cover our island strum. And then for my more advanced players, you can play with the island strum. You can add a chuck. You can roll on the downbeat. Yeah. Okay. So the island strum starts with the string strum. It starts down, down, up. Yeah. Down, down, up is the first half of it. And then I'm just reading through some comments here. Heidi's saying, I'm learning those things much better now after a few years. Amazing. I think another thing about going back to basics is you realize, oh, wow, this was hard for me once, and now I feel like I have a better grasp of it. Yeah? Brianna said, as a teacher, I find it essential to have beginner's mind always. Yeah, it's very Buddhist, yeah? Beginner's mind. And I actually, I read about Bruce Lee's philosophy because he has a very like empty mind, beginner's mind philosophy about martial arts. And martial arts is indeed an art that at every moment you need to put yourself in the present moment, right? You need to reset yourself and be ready to assess and learn again. Yeah. Carol saying she's figuring out seeing if she can figure out the chord without looking at the music. That's great. Yeah, there are a lot of things that you can do to keep building. Yeah. Cool. Holly's asking, how about Brown Eyed Girl? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see if we can finish with Brown Eyed Girl. Cool. The Chuck is my downfall. Well, that just takes practice for sure. Keep integrating. Okay, let's go to Brown Eyed Girl right now, because I think, you know, with 10 minutes left, we're going to need it to go over all the different parts of Brown Eyed Girl. For those of you who saw the 5 at 5 last night, that's my live show, my Instagram live show. I played Brown Eyed Girl with ukulele, and it was super fun. It's getting dark here. I have the lights on, but I have them on kind of dim because it was super bright before. And I can't wait for daylight savings to be over. Okay, so Island Strum. A lot of people find Island Strum even, like, once they get it, it's like the go-to strum. They find it to be easy. But in the beginning, it can be hard to get, yeah? Sheila is a judo teacher? No way! How cool! That's pretty hardcore, yeah? Okay. The beginner songs, Kim said the beginner songs remind me to keep rhythm. Yeah, they give you an opportunity to break down what you're working on in a way that, you know, you're playing like, here comes the sun. You're too concerned with all the other parts that are going on. So this is really good focus, right? Technique focus. Okay, Island Strum, let's mute our strings. You're gonna go down, down, up, and then you drop. Yeah, you want to drop your hand. Down, down, up, drop. Let's just do that much, and that's the 1, 2, and 3 of the Island Strum. You go down, down, up, drop, and down, down, up, drop, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's the part you can focus on. If you're more of a beginner, I think if you can focus on just that first half, that's going to help get you through rhythmically. Although if we play Brown Eyed Girl, it's going to go pretty fast, and you might want to just do your single strum so that you can have fun with it. Yeah, more down strums. Now the second half of the Island Strum is up, down, up. Okay, so let's try that again. You're going to drop your hand under the fretboard, up, down, up. So when you put the two halves together, slowly it goes like this: down, down, up, drop, up, down, up. So let's take that rhythm around and around, but I'm just going to focus on the first half. If you're feeling like you get the second half, you can add it in. Okay, ready? You could say it with me. I like to make my class say it aloud. Down, down, up, drop, up, down, up, down, down, up, drop, up, down, up. I'm only going to speak the first half. Down, down, up, drop. Down, down, up, drop. Down, down, up, drop. Down, down, up, drop. Now let's try it on a C chord. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Down, up, drop. Down, 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 down, up, drop. Okay, so that's walking through it. I would recommend you go to the Stand By Me tutorial that I have so to get more practice on it. Let's walk through Brown Eyed Girl quickly so that we can jam through it, right? So the first part, let's just single strum, okay? We're gonna go single strums singing through. C, hey, where did we go? F, back to the C. Days when the rain came to the G7. Now same thing, same chord pattern through the verse. C, down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping, in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping. F. Okay, now the chorus is a different different chords, okay? So if you're more of a beginner, focus on just the chords and the chord transitions because there's different chord progressions for the verse versus the chorus. F, and you to the G7, my brown-eyed girl, A minor to the F, you my brown-eyed girl. Chris said, is the drop a beat? Yes, it's the third beat, right? You're going 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, drop, up, down, up. But it is hard to count that when you're first starting off. But the drop is definitely a full beat, yeah? Like that full count, yeah? Okay. It's technically half a count, but you're gonna, the whole number, right? You're gonna drop, yeah. Okay, all right. So let's, so you're going to add your island strum there. And then the next part that's kind of tricky is on the bridge. We're just gonna play down strums on the G7. Just have fun with it. You're gonna play down strums. Do you remember when? And then you go double time. Just go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We used to sing. Okay, again, this, for very beginners, this is lesson 6. Go back and work your lesson 1 through 5, and then, you know, you'll be ready for lesson 6. But we'll jam through it right now so that everybody gets a chance to jam. And if you're a beginner who hasn't gone through lessons 1 through 6 yet, just do the chords. Just go C. Hey, where did we go? Just try to get the chords. That's perfectly fine, okay? Now, let's just play through the verse progression on the island strum with no singing, okay? Ready? We'll go C, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, to the F, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, G7, down, down, up. Okay, let's do that even slower. Ready? A little slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and C and down, down, up, to the F, down, up, to the C, down, up, to the G7, back to C, and the F, and the C, and the G7. Okay, let's try that. We're gonna just jam through the song because we have 3 minutes left. Yep, there is a tutorial for this. Jam at your level. I'll just leave it there. Okay, ready? Have fun with it. If you want to just put your uke down and sing, you can do that too. Okay, ready? Here we go. Intro, we'll just play that pattern. We'll go a little slower than the actual song. Okay, so we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C. And the F. And the C. And G7. One more time, C. Oh my gosh, it got so dark. F and the C and G7. Sing it if you know it. C. Hey, where do we go? Days when the rain came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey. Skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts thumping. F and you, my brown-eyed girl, A minor to the F, you my brown-eyed girl. Okay, add a chuck if you're more advanced. Whatever happened to staying so slow, going down to the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, high behind a rainbow's wall, slipping and a slime, hey, hey, all along the water. verse. Here we go. So hard to find my way now that I'm all on my own. Saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there low. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about playing uke in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Okay, G7 one more time. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. And we'll end with finishing strumancy. Carol saying, sounding good, everyone. That's right. Yeah, I mean, have fun singing along. And thanks to everyone who's given tips on, how to practice and just encouraging all the newbies. I think of it as the long game, that you're, this is something, the skills that you learn in learning to play music, like I say, are good for your brain, right? And good for your soul. They are actually making new connections in your brain. So you got to give your brain and your body time to absorb that. And they're good for your soul. They should help you relieve stress, So take your time with it. Have fun. Go back and visit those beginner tutorials. And if you're a newbie, and expect that it will take time to work it all out. It's you're in it for the long game. Well, I hope you are, because I am. And if I'd like to practice the 10,000 hours rule, if you want to get good at something, you got to practice. So have fun practicing, and that's the way to get to make yourself practice more. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, I'm going to get closer to get a little more light. You can rewatch this video basically as soon as we're done. And in YouTube, you can use the gear icon to play back the video at 3/4 speed or half speed. So you can do that with the tutorial videos as well. And then work on the songs and then come back and jam with this video. Okay. Everyone, have a wonderful night. I keep submitting your videos for the giveaway. I'll post soon about that beginners group, and I will see you soon. Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Sha la 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 la.